Hi everyone, I just left off wrapping up the physiologic component of Bach's Brandenburg Concerto No. 5 in D major that enables you to focus on a piece of complex cognitive, verbal, scientific, whatever kind of thinking. Now I'm moving on. That piece was in G. And now there's another piece by Mozart that's also in D, and it's called K448. That's the number for it, and it's many scientific researchers use this music, even at the Society for Neuroscience this year that I was at a couple weeks ago. K448. They say we use Mozart's K448 to stimulate these animals to eat more and be more settled and to fight less and to focus. They do it with children. Children focus. They're able to function better, do better math, any number of things, and also epileptic patients. My colleague Golam Motamedi from Georgetown University is the head of epilepsy, the Department of Epilepsy, is a medical doctor. He sent me a systematic review. That means someone has looked at all the research on this piece of music in epileptic patients. And time after time, children with epilepsy stop. The epilepsy stops in children. It stops in adults, and it stops epilepsy in comatose patients. What does that mean? That you play a piece of music and your epilepsy is stopped? Yes. Why does this happen? How can music move in and change epilepsy, stop epilepsy when you're in a coma? Let's talk about it. So this piece, K448, I heard about it for years. I read about it, and because I've reviewed all of the literature and I'm busy doing my stuff. Finally, and most pieces do not tell you what they use. Well, finally, I'd seen it enough, and then Dr. Motamedi gave me this review, and I thought, well, let me go look this piece up. I'm a vocalist. I'm a specialist in Mozart. I've sung much Mozart. I sing, and I love playing his piano works. But I finally looked up this piece and put it into my research. Well, what is it? What do you think it is? K448. It could be anything. It could be a symphony. I just assumed it was a symphony. It's not a symphony. It could be a piano sonata. No, it's not a piano sonata. It's a double piano sonata. So there are two pianists playing away on two pianos, and it's not in C like the lady who I stopped epilepsy, her jerking her Alzheimer's lady, the 4 lady. I don't know if you saw. There's a video on 4. I couldn't stop her with other music, but I had to play something in C major because she was right in the middle of something really intense. 4, right? And I was able to control it by playing the music slower. And then once I went to the next section, she was like, I had stopped it. So Mozart's K448 is something, it's in D major. That's the theme, right? And we'll talk about that theme. But there's a 5-octave spread. So it's like one pianist is doing. No, he's doing not that high. It's in the. It's in D. So it's one step higher than C. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. A lot of songs are in C. A lot of them, most of them, not in classical music. So, my little birdies. So the Mozart piece is in whole different feeling to it. It strikes the physiology a different way. So one pianist is doing his octaves. And they use this piece with birds. My birds are in there going, quack, 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 quack. They're already responding to it. It works with animals too. And the other pianist is doing this at the same time. octaves, all of the octaves on the piano. So it's D. And you better believe when you play that for a comatose patient or any patient, or the birds are like going, wow, the brain's going to go, hey, wake up time. So, okay, so the key is very important. It's a 5-octave spread on a percussive instrument played by 2 pianists with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-octave spread. So basically, I can't do it because I'm only one pianist. I'm not that good either. But it's 5 octaves going, and they're both playing it, and both are playing the middle one. So you're getting D. You're not just getting D. You're getting the major chord D. So the major chord is D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? 1, 3, 5, 1. La 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 la. The birds are going. So basically, it's D, A, F, A, and then there's a triplet. Once you're done here, dotted, very decisive. So it goes half note, quarter, triplet, dotted. All right, down, quarter. Period. And you're like, new sheriff in town. Your brain's going like, there's a new sheriff in town here. D major, 5 octaves, 2 pianos, percussive instrument, half note, quarter, grabs you, dubba-da-bum, the triplet, dubba-da-bum, one of the most powerful music melismas in the repertoire. That modulated on me. Okay, so the triplet, ba ba ba, we talked about that in another video at length. It adds an extra heartbeat. Dum bum bum, bum bum bum, bum bum bum, bum 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 bum, bum bum bum, bum 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 bum, and then it activates that heartbeat. Extra heartbeat, ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum. So it hijacks the heart rate variability. Tons of literature on that. Really responds to rhythm, and it'll go, whoa. There's some action going on here. New sheriff in town. Whoa, with that, there's some action here. Innervating action. Bum, bum, ba bum, bum, ba bum. Wow, that's a excited heart rate. So their epilepsy is like, it's very unpredictable. It's like low oxygen will cause issues in the cell to make it epileptic. Like low oxygen pairs with epileptic issues categorically in the brain. So, but that oxygen's another whole issue that brain health. So, so you've got this bum, bum, bum. Now this free energy moves in. Music as free energy. In a higher key, your body goes, oh, I'm not used to that key. I'm used to C. And now it's in D. And you've got 5 octaves, right? Right? Plus, wow. Oh, there's, that's familiar. Organic part of the chord. Pum, pum. So half note, quarter. Heart rate, extra heart rate. Oh, the heart now is involved. And then, I should have the music here, but I don't. Bum, 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 ba da dum, da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da. Bum, ba da 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 da. That's the D. There's a syncopation. That's another thing that that engages you. It helps, if you're walking, bum, 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 bum. It's like you're late. Bum, bum. It hooks you. Bum, ba, dum, pa, da, dum. That's kind of relaxing. At the same time, da 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 ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba dum, ba da 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 ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba. All of a sudden, so the rhythmically quarter, quarter, half, 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 plays with your heart rate, activates it, gives a syncopation. We're going somewhere, and this music's in charge. Then it quickly rolls into the 16th notes. And that goes on for about 5 minutes. And so when you're doing, when all this free energy is moved in so decisively and hijacks you with these various elements of rhythm, a tonality, percussive saliency, intensity, and then kind of paces it out rhythmically. So it goes from the half to the quarter to the triplet to the dotted to the syncopated and then the running 16ths, and you have been hijacked. So that epilepsy, which would have been is now doing is just, it's like it's captive to this music. So any of the dysfunction, behavioral that they do with autistic children, the inability to focus because you're kind of going in all different directions, kind of entropy is what they call it, uncontrolled, going anywhere. It's now being controlled by this music. And that's why Mozart's K448 has the impact that it does. Now, that's not a bad piece to try on epileptic patients either. And there are kind of other pieces in these keys that are similar and could follow up, could maintain the effect. Because usually music is transient. It only lasts for the time you're listening to it, and then it's like, oh wow, that was great. Now, we can choose to hang, so, oh wow, I like the way that made me feel. I'm going to see if I can hang on to that feeling as long as I can. And when I realize that feeling is gone, I'm going to listen to that piece again and get that feeling back. So, and it's a physiologic prescription. And any doctor worth his salt, anyone at Hopkins, any in mental health, any in the post-traumatic, any in the mental illnesses, will tell you physiology is the ticket to organizing and settling, redirecting, and healing the brain. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Indeed. So that's it. Bach's Brandenburg Concerto, Mozart's double piano concerto in D. Listen to it. What else? I guess that's it for now. I'm doing a presentation on music with children with autism next week from today, more or less. And there's music that I use with them too. Again, you're pairing with what they like. And what they like tells you what's going on in their physiology. And their physiology tells you what's going on in their mind and what their needs are and what their deficits are. Right? Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of this journey with me. It's no fun doing it alone. I'll tell you that.